Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the reading.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
And my camera's stuck. Deactivate, activate, and yes, we're live. Yay, it works. It works. I'm so happy that we finally got everything working. That's, technical challenges only last a couple of minutes. Amy, I'm glad you're here. Amy, I need updated graphics for the covers for these. So I can put it on the screen and have it come and be like live and big and beautiful and bold. Do you have anything updated for these two? Let me know, because I'd love to get some graphics from you so I could post it on the screen, because I'm showing these decks and anything that would be new or anything that would be updated would be great. Anyway. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate that. We got Tiger's Abyss. Zach, welcome back. Maruta, what's going on? Jessica, welcome. I got your donations. Zimmy, Andrew, Noel, how's the baby? Let's see. I think that's it. Welcome, everybody. How are you doing tonight? It is Friday night. We're feeling all right. Wish it was Sunday. That's my fun day. CF, welcome. Hello to you as well. Okay, let's go for the reads. The reads we got. Sashi has a general read from yesterday that we did not get the updated. Thing for. All right, we're going with a Tarot Avatara. That is a big book. That's a big boy right there. I love a big book. Tarot Avatara. We're going to use this for this reading. The book is almost as big as the box, so it's kind of hard to navigate that through here, but we're going to get that from the Tarot Tower. If you're new here, this is the Tarot Tower. Now, I cleaned out the other Tarot Tower. I have reduced it by 50%. So the other Tarot Tower has been greatly reduced. We're going to have a tarot, what is it called? Anti-haul, tarot anti-haul sometime this coming week. And we'll get that online. But so I'm getting rid of some decks basically. Anyway, let's say got you send the flash dance. Oh, there you go. All right. Maybe a flash dance, or I guess something with a title, maybe the updated box graphic or anything like that. Linda, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I think the biggest problem is the lights. The lights kind of ruin the effect, kind of ruin the font. So it's like a little too glowy with the lights in the room. So I was kind of hoping to get a graphic, and that way I could put it on the screen and be clear and crisp instead of kind of hazy like I have here. Veronica and Angel Wings, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. All right, Sashi wanted a general. Can we get a general up in here? Rose, thank you for your donation. Veronica, thank you for yours. Let's see. Sashi, what kind of things we got going on over there? Tarot Avatara. I'm also getting rid of the Bonefire Tarot because this is version 2 of it, and I like it significantly better. Significantly, like night and day better than the Bonefire Tarot. So we're getting rid of the Bonefire Tarot. We're getting rid of the Titanic Tarot because I am getting the new Titanic Tarot. We are getting rid of the Rose Tarot because I didn't like it. The 78 Tarot Spirit or whatever Tarot. Anyway, we're getting rid of some of these. We got to get rid of some to make way for the new. All of that. Bartman, welcome. How you doing? King of Wands, Sun, Eight of Swords. Yeah, Eight of Swords kind of ruined some parts of this. This is interesting. It is about almost like a 10 of Wands in this kind of respect, right? Linda, thanks for being a member for 12 months. Oh my God, Linda, you've been around, girl. All right. But yeah, that Eight of Swords is sort of holding back. It's sort of restricting, kind of feel that. Push Kitty, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You do have sort of a restriction here from the sun. In other words, things have opened up basically in your life. Things have developed. Things have become a little bit better. Things have sort of opened opportunities. You're opening, basically a flower opening. It's more like springtime over there kind of thing. The sun with the King of Wands. It feels like things need to be done. Things need to be sort of moved forward. Things need to be sort of done. I think the problem is you're being a little bit restricted from doing what you want to do. I think that's what's happened. They're doing what you want to do. is just not possible right now. I think the restrictions will be lifted sometime around, I'd say, June-ish, but until then, it feels restricted. It feels like I can't do what I want to do. I can't do all the little things that I've been trying to do, that I've been working towards. So you sort of get that, you get that thing, you kind of get that feeling in there. I think the best, I guess, the advice coming out of this would be watch for restrictions. Don't make any big plans that you can't sort of tumble through. You can't get to the end of it, because what's going to happen is you're going to start something big, going to start something very fiery, and it's just not going to be able to be finished and closed, and it's just going to be unhandled or unfinished. And I don't think that's a good way to leave anything. It looks like you're going to leave a couple of things that way. So even though the opportunities look grand and look great, definitely don't start any big projects that you can't conclude at that time. Tarot and such, welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. All right, JT wants to know a new information and a case. Let's find out. New info. With the new info, help the case. Let's see about that. We're still going to use the Tarot Avocado for that. Jamie, thank you for hanging out with us and your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Got to kind of see the details here about the case. YouTube user, welcome. Thank you for your donation. You're looking at the Three of Wands here. I think the case is unresolved. I think there are some focus that just isn't getting done. There are some things that just aren't being seen yet. Two of Pentacles, I think that the new information does trigger a decision. In other words, I do need to do something. We do need to move forward with some things. Linda, thank you for your donation. But that Eight of Wands sort of says that movement is getting started. Movement is getting sort of pushed off from this. So you do have new information. I think it's more of a new information sort of points us in a different direction. Decisions must be made about this, and then action will be taken. So I guess that's kind of, I guess more action needs to be taken. Eight of Wands says the movement is there. The movement is sort of thing. And you do see the new information kind of just falling down through here, right? With the letters and the information sort of flowing through this line. So I think the new information does cause a new sort of a spontaneity or a new sort of movement as far as the case goes. Jamie, thank you for your donation. All right. Let's see what else we got. Need to hit the start scanning button. That'd be great. Okay, now Rose is coming in with a reading. Will I become a boss within the next 5 years? Rose, all you need. That's all you need. I think it'll be shorter than 5 years. In my opinion, I think it'll be shorter than 5 years. Now let's use, this deck has a lot of dislikes. I gotta say, this deck here has a lot of dislikes, and I'm kind of surprised. I thought it was going to be one of the hits of the year, but this is the Divine Diversity deck, and I guess y'all don't like this as much as I thought you may like it. I mean, I don't know. I did back it because it looked cool, and I still think it looks cool. I'm standing behind it, but a lot of y'all just don't like it. A lot of dislikes. I love that. I love the border, though. Look at that. Love that. That purple. I mean, if you're making a tarot deck, just a hint. If you're making a tarot deck, that's a mighty pretty border. So yeah, you need to get that purple up in there. Purple and the pink and anything that's not like silver. I think silver's kind of overdone. You know what I mean? Tarot Oracle, do you put your old decks on Etsy? You talking about my Are you talking about my Oracle? You talking about my Oracle deck? I don't have any more left. I sold out. I printed enough of those to fulfill the Kickstarter and like 100 more, and they all sold out within like a month. That's why I printed like a gazillion of my new deck, and that is, I still got plenty of stock on that. So, there you go. No, I don't know if I'll be printing the Oracle or not. The cost of printing anything has doubled. So it's not like a 10%. No, it's doubled. So printing stuff is kind of prohibitive right now. But I will be printing this one here, which is the Tasty Tarot. I will be printing this, but reprints of the old deck, I need everything to like reduce in price, because everything is outrageously priced right now for doing anything with paper. So And then all of the activities overseas are not helping. But yeah, there is, everything, the price of everything is increased. So I'm going to have to charge you more money. And I really don't want to. Sorry. Anyway, Anyway, all right. But that's right. I know what you're talking about, so I just wasted 5 minutes. Okay, that's great. Anyway, Odex on your Etsy. I probably should. Yeah, I probably will. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll put it on Etsy. Yes. Anyway, so I just wasted 5 minutes telling them a story about decks that I don't have. Okay, will I become a boss? And the Empress says yes. Judgment, the rebirth, reincarnation. You have a king and you have an 8 of cups. I think the reality is that being a boss in your current employer, being a boss there is more difficult than what you think. I think that they like you where you're at. They like you where you're at. They like you sort of in that mode of, this is what you do it well. And if we upgrade you into a boss, then that's going to be kind of prohibitive for us because then we don't have you doing what you do best. IT guy, speaking of which, IT guy doing what they do best. What's going on? JT, he's got another question. Thank you for your PayPal donation. All right. I mean, gonna cost what it costs, I don't like jacking the price up. Anyway, Empress says yes. 8 of Cups says you may have to leave the company. You may have to go somewhere else. You may have to get another opportunity in order to get that position. It feels like your current position likes you where you're at. So that's why sometimes you get bosses that are super incompetent. Here's the problem with promotion from within. Let me. It's time for TO story time. Okay, I've been in big corporations for 30 years. So let me tell you TO story time. The problem with promoting the great, amazing people is now you don't have great, amazing people doing that job. So if you have an application developer, software developer, okay, and they are amazing, they crank out the code, they make perfect code, they make great code. HK, thank you for your donation. They are amazing. They do it quickly. They do it perfectly. They handle people well. SP, thank you for your donation. If I promote them and I hire somebody else, I tend to get somebody who's not as good as that person. So here's what you do. You pay that person an obscene amount of money, and then you get somebody hired that's actually a manager and from another company or from another place, and then you put those people in that spot. I'm just telling you what I've seen over the 30 years. Misha, thank you for your donation. All right, story time done. 8 of Cups is abandoning things. It is walking away. It is sort of abandoning sort of a situation, but the King of Swords and Judgment being rebirth, incarnation kind of looks like that you could get that offer somewhere else, or you could be a manager somewhere else if you apply specifically for that position. But I'm just saying I'm just saying my own interpretation of what I've seen, and the tarot cards being a rebirth, an opportunity, the Empress, the King saying yes, but the rebirth, the opportunity, and the 8 saying you may have to leave the company. There's a 10-minute reading. There's a 10-minute reading with story times in it. Veronica, hopefully you like story time. Hopefully you like story time. If you don't, I'm sorry. You may want to fast forward this stream. I mean, if you just joined, you just missed story time, which may be a good thing. The general reading, though, Veronica, let's get a little bit of general out there and see what kind of things are waiting for you. Jessica, I did not forget about you. You're still in the queue. Okay, let's see what's up for the general. SP, thank you for your other donation. All right, you got the devil here. Man, the devil next to a 3 of Swords, it talks about heartbreak. It talks about not getting what we need, not getting what we sort of have been desiring, we have been pushing for, we have been reaching for, kind of thing. It feels that way, right? The 3 of Swords next to the devil, like somebody is pulling us away. Somebody is disappointing us. Somebody's not really sort of making the grade, as it were. And the 10 of Wands, I think that's okay. I do think it's okay to have a heartbreak. I do think it's okay to have a disappointment here because it looks like over time that would have been weighed down on us and feels like just too much, too long. It seems to be taking too long. It seems to be dragging out and big waste of time. The Ten of Wands is sort of bad, but Three of Wands being the upset, the heartbreak, maybe abandoning this thing with the devil, I think could be a good thing for all. It could be a good thing for everybody, at least as far as the tarot is concerned. All right. So we'll put this up. No, actually, we'll leave it out. We'll leave it out and look at it later because I saw some nipple action right there. Okay. All right. What are we going out over here? So we got Push Kitty Amy cage match. Occult versus dark. Oh, my. What are we talking about?
Time for a tarot throwdown.
Occult versus dark. What would be a good tarot for that? I think the Little Wizard's Tarot right here. By the way, this is the Little Wizard's Tarot. You can get it on Push Kitty's site. You can get it on Push Kitty's site. We're going to use the Little Wizards for the cage match. The tarot throwdown tonight with the occult versus dark. We're going to go. Occult is going to be up here, and dark is going to be down here. We'll find out what is going to happen there. All right, occult is going to be up here. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Death and the Two of Swords. Dark looks okay. Neither one looks great. I got to say that. I mean, neither one just looks just utterly fantastic here. Queen of Pentacles said there is some money in the occult. Absolutely. Seven of Cups says you are sort of swirling around in a big mess. What are you going to do with occult? Or which area, which section are we going to be concentrating and focusing on in here? Boo-boo, welcome to the stream. What area, what focus are we going to be doing? Because there's a lot of occult things, a lot of things that we can point at, that we can try to get to and try to see. Queen of Pentacles says if you want money, if you want just a success overall, I think the occult is going to make it the grade. Now, dark, you're looking at death. I think there are changes that need to be upended through this before it's going to work. I think the dark has some possibilities, but the Two of Swords says it is indeed dark. We are blindfolded, but we do have the sorting hat on top. Sorting hat with a blindfold. So if you're going to go dark, you need to go pure intuition. Like, this is the way it needs to be. This is the way I'm going to try to make it. This is sort of the direction that I want to go with it. Just pure intuition, and then hope for the best as far as that is concerned, because you are going in blind, but it is a sorting hat. You need to figure out which direction you're going to go. You're going to have to go in blind. Death said you may have to make some modifications for this to work, but pure intuition is going to work if you're going to go with dark. Overall, if you just need the money, if you just want to sort of get the cage match into a cashola match, I think that the occult is going to be the clear win with the queen. All right, Jamie Lee, E's feelings and intentions towards me. What is E doing over there? Is he ready for the Jamie Lee? Is E ready for the Jamie Lee? Maybe, or maybe not, Jamie. What do you think? Is E up to par here? Six of Wands is nice. Feelings, you are looking good. Oh my. You have both of the cheating cards in the same raid. Jamie, is this person pursuing anybody else? I mean, are they pursuing anybody else? Because you have a straight up two of the harshest cheating cards in the deck, the opportunistic cards. They're sort of, here is something. Is this something I'm going to do? Is this something I'm going to be excited about? Or am I going to be excited about somebody else? Because that Three of Cups with that Seven of Swords, ooh, that is kind of looking at sort of sneaking out, getting a third-party situation going. I'm just saying, Jamie, you might have somebody else in mind. We have two hints with that. Overall, the Six of Wands says E has good feelings for you. I think they are chasing you. You do have the Seven of Swords. I'm picking up and I'm moving in. I am willing to chase. I am willing to go in that direction, but I do have other people pulling me in other directions. Are they going to focus on you? Maybe. But are they going to focus on others? Most likely. Sarah, welcome to the stream. Always good to see you. Okay, Jamie, you gotta. Okay, Tommy, my little bro, is visiting the first time in the years. What kind of journey do we have for little bro coming around here? What kind of things do we got going? Let's use the family deck. The family deck that everybody loves. YouTube, a user. Welcome to the store. Thank you for your donation. Family deck, otherwise known as the Little Prince Tarot. The Little Prince Tarot. Putting my old decks on Etsy. I like it. I like it. I'm going to do it. Etsy charges me 20 cents to put it up there, but that's reasonable. It's better than eBay. The problem with eBay is, it's eBay, and I hate eBay. If I can avoid eBay at all costs, then I am definitely going to do that. Okay. Tommy's coming around. What is going to happen with that? You got, you got all majors. This is a big event. This is a big event. No question about it. Boo-boo, thank you for your donation. Speaking of big events, Justice, Hierophant, Judgment, and the World. Overall, this is going to be a big celebration, okay? First time in years. This is going to be an exciting time. You got 2 exclamation marks in your question, so I think you are thrilled about it as well. Justice says that everything is going to work out fine. I mean, you do have that nice balance between, trying to get the trip done, trying to get other things in their life fixed and moved around and all of that other stuff. You do have the Hierophant, sort of this big reunion. We have a bunch of people getting together. I think that's going to be a great news overall. Judgment. It is good to see this person again. It feels like we have not seen them in literally forever. You have a lot of people that are going to be excited about this. Not only you, but many people are going to be thrilled about this. Aquarian, thank you for hanging out tonight. Misha, you are 2 away. 2 away. And then you have the World. I think they're coming around. A safe journey, safe trip, safe round trip. Everything's going to be fine. The journey's going to be great. The celebration is going to be there. It does have a lot of good feelings. This is a big, big event. So I think this is going to be something that you're going to be celebrating. Everybody's going to have a good time. There's going to be more people there than you expect. I think everything's going to be great. This is looking just fantastic. That's like the best reading ever is what I'm saying. The best reading in the history of the channel is what I'm saying. All right, let's see. So you got Jamie Lee, HKSP, and Misha. So you're 4 away. You're 4 away. All right, JT, talking about irresponsible. JT, ooh, wow. That is a capitalization nightmare right there. Irresponsible. Okay, is irresponsible? Maybe. Let's find out if E is being held responsible with that. We're going to do that by going over here to the Tarot Tower and trying out the Gilded Tarot Royale. This is, I got to get rid of some of my Chiro Marchetti decks. I mean, boo-boo, thank you for your other donation. I just got to get rid of some Chiro Marchetti decks. I got too many. It just collected, over-collected. All right. Irresponsible. Page of Wands says no. It says no. Ace of Swords says there's not a lot of communication about E. There's not a lot of people who are willing to point fingers at E and say E this and E that. You do have a Page of Wands over here that, they're sort of doing what they do, but, they're not really that mature with it. They're not being held responsible. They're not going to be sort of backed up here. Not a lot of people are going to sort of be, kind of testifying against them or saying things about them. Ace of Swords of communication is just not there to hold them responsible. So overall, I'm going with a thumbs down on that one. It looks like E is going to skirt a little bit of the responsibility. Jamie, B's feeling towards me versus him feeling towards M. All right. Is that a throwdown? That kind of a throwdown, isn't it? I mean, me versus M.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
I guess we can do a throwdown. We can do you over here, and we can do M over here, and find out where B is leaning, where B's going. What is going to happen with that? All right, here's you. And here is M. So where's B headed? B is definitely headed more towards M. I mean, you can see that just almost immediately from here. 8 of Wands, a lot of movement, a lot of action, a lot of fiery energy is kind of up there. And you got to kind of put up with that, right? That is sort of a natural. This is the difference between the two decisions, okay? You're looking at M being a natural win. In other words, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to focus on it. I don't have to do a lot of, sort of push and trying to get it out there. And I just naturally sort of move that direction. The waves bring my boat into that direction of M. So M just has that natural pull. You, however, do say the 8 of Pentacles. This is more work. B feels like it's more work to get into your favor, or it's more work to have some feelings for you. It's just more effort to get that in there, to get it done with that. So it's just more of a natural occurrence, a natural communication, natural connection with M. But for you, it's not as natural. It just takes more work. Now, are they willing to do that work? I think a lot of people are very valuable. A lot of people have a lot of great things to bring to the table. And yeah, they are more work. A lot of relationships are indeed more work, but those can be the most satisfying because those are the ones that you did work towards. Those are the ones that you got down and sort of did. Those are not the easy ones. And sometimes taking the easy path every time is not very practical in a lifetime, That you can't always take the easy way out or you're never really going to do anything. Anyway, we got HKSP and Misha. So Misha, you're 3 away right now. If you want to know where anybody is at in the queue, we can see it right here. We got Misha here. We got Linda. We got SP. We got all of this stuff going on over here. JT, thank you for your 3rd donation. But what I'm going to do is go now for HK. How did James feel about last night? Well, hopefully last night was pretty decent. It sounds like last night may have been decent. Let's find out if James liked last night. Or if James didn't like last night. I mean, sometimes, I guess, I don't know. Sometimes I guess people don't like last night. The Sun, 9 of Pentacles, they loved it. They enjoyed it. Very good thing overall. Overall, I think James had a good time. I think that James did, is what I'm saying. I mean,
music to make love to.
You do have the sun. This was something that was illuminating, something that brought forth all of the good stuff, all of the good things, all of the interesting kind of combinations and whatnot. You had the 9 of Pentacles, which also is a little bit of a mix. So they felt like it brought in stability. It had some good stuff. And overall, it was just satisfying. It had some stability sort of inherited with it. Like the connection is more stable now. The connection is something that I can like. And I can just go forth and get it done. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands says they have doubts about the next connection. They had doubts about the next connection. So, they have doubts. Sometimes people just have doubts. YouTube user, you are in the mix. I promise you. YouTube user was what N feels for me. Let's see if I find out. There we go. YouTube user, that thing jammed you. My app jammed you all the way in the back for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Anyway, but I do know that you are next. What does N feel for me? Where is N at in my lifetime? Jamie Lee, thank you for your other donation. Let's find out what N feels for you right now. You are looking at a 9 of Swords, a 2 of Pentacles, and a 6 of Swords. N is in for the long game. The 6 of Swords is the long game. The 2 of Pentacles says there are some harsh choices, some real choices, some dynamic choices that need to be made. You keep getting this. Every time you asked about N, you keep getting this. You got this for their job. You got this for the feels. It feels like they're in a mode where they just need to make some big decisions. And that seems to be overriding everything else right now as things get more mobile, things get more dynamic at work. The 9 of Swords says they feel like they do need to get moving on your connection, but they just stuck at the decision-making part. They're just stuck at that section where they can't get a lot done done. It's time for the big choices to be made. And that's just the way it is sometimes. Misha is finally up here. What are my crush's feelings for me? Jamie, thank you for your fourth donation. What are my crush's feelings for me for a relationship? We got a crush on somebody. Ooh, that's nice. It's always fun to have a crush on somebody. Now, what can we get done with that? I say that we're going to get the Orion's Animal Tarot for a crush. Get a nice crush out here. Get a nice crush going up in here. Let's find out how this is going to go. We got a jumper. We got a bunch of jumpers. We have a mountain of jumpers. Okay, the first crush thing is going to be the Seven of Wands. Do they have a crush on you as well? Is this something where they are kind of excited, just as excited as you are? I mean, maybe. Seven of Wands kind of points to a little bit of a no. You do have a King of Swords with sort of everything crossed out. Not sure what's going on with that. Leona, thank you for your donation. Yeah, but the Six of Pentacles with a King of Swords. Six of Pentacles, the giving, but very hesitant about that. Almost like a shrimp or something going. Giving, very hesitant about that. Things being cut off with the King of Swords, being sort of maneuvered with a King of Swords. I think the crush has some information about you from somebody else. There's somebody else whispering in their ear. There's someone else whispering in their ear. Something's going on over there. The Seven of Wands, it feels like that this is not something that they want to contribute with, or they want to sort of get in the same mode as you, or they don't want to sort of be in the same thing. Six of Pentacles says I think that they have communicated with you before. They communicated with you before. It feels like this is something where they've been in your life before. Are they communicated with you before? Or they're sort of seeing you for the first time almost. King of Swords says this is a very micromanagement kind of person. You need to let them do what they do. You need to be patient with this person. Absolutely. Aquarian, thank you for your other donation. The sun says it is possible. They do have feelings, and I think things are going to work out for the best overall. It just feels like right now is not the time. The Seven of Wands, I'm a bit defensive against this. I'm not ready to sign up for all of this. Not something I just want to contribute with right now. But it feels like somebody else is whispering in their ear. This is a very micromanaging person. You're going to have to let them do it like they do it. And, that's the way it goes sometimes. So overall, you have a great possibilities with this individual. The Sun is a beautiful, fantastic, very vibrant card. And that is going to be something that you can look forward to at the end of the day. So I would just say yes. I would say yes. That they have feelings, not right now. Give them some patience and they will come around. Anyway, SP, we did not miss you. Everybody wants to know if I missed you. I did not miss you. I promise. I promise that I did not miss anybody. I have an application that tells me who you are, what you said, and where you are in the queue. I wrote it, so you know it's buggy because I wrote it. Okay, SP has a double shot donation tonight. Might as well just do both of them and skip around. We're looking at a salary offer for more than the range that I told HR today. So you said, I'll work for $1 an hour. And then HR's like, no, I want you to have $2 an hour. I want you to have as much money as we have in here. So you're like, give me more money. I mean, I said this much, but I could use a little more. You know what I'm saying? Four of Swords and the World. No, I mean, the Four of Swords is like taking a break, planning it better. I think they'll give you more money later, but I think they're going to start you out at the salary offer that you sort of threw down that you threw down on the table. I think when you threw it down on the table, they're going to take that, but I think they're going to give you more money in the future. I think they realize that the range is a little bit tight, and they do want to make that a little better. The World says that they basically want to give you what is earned, or how valuable you are and whatnot. But it is a situation with a Four of Swords. They need to sort of see you in action. They need to see you you there. They need to see what you can do. And after that, I think it's going to be a little bit more money. It's going to come in there. IT guy, speaking of more money, spending that fat IT cash on my stream. I appreciate that. Rhonda, thank you for the sub. Look at you coming through over here. By the way, if you're not subbed, you are missing you know what you're missing? I mean, if you're not subbed at this point, you're missing everything up in here. We got tarot news. We got lessons out the wazoo. We got 1,700 videos. We got so many videos, like, good luck finding anything. That's why I have the playlist. Go look at the playlist or you're never going to find anything. So we got live streams every day. I mean, I'm working it. I am working hard over here. If you like what I'm doing, you can support me on the Patreon. You can buy my book or my deck. A link in the description, or you hit that like and sub at a minimum. I appreciate you hanging out with me. All right. Well, okay. So we net the second question for SP, which is, will the HR give me a good offer? Will I be happy with the offer? Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Actually, no. I'm going to say no. I think there's something going on over there with the money. It's like they're a little stingy with the money. They're not really in that mode where they're just going to just hand you just tons of money. This is something where they need to see what you're doing, how you're doing it. They need to see your performance, and then they're going to bump it from there. It's almost like a little bit of a stingy company, right? A little bit of a stingy company up in there with that Three of Swords. A little bit of a disappointment as far as that goes. Knight of Pentacles says you are offered money. It's just not the exciting, the exhilarating, lottery winning type of salary that you're going to be looking for. So yeah, way it goes. But I think if you stick around, I think if you be patient with it, you are going to be okay. You are going to be okay. Anyway, HK has two more. So we got the double SP, we got James, we got seeing Austin again, and we got Austin again. So we're going to do that. Then we got YouTube user, the senior manager. We got Boo Boo, got Sarah, and I think we're going to be a little bit out of the weeds at that point. We're kind of running behind here. A little bit behind, but that is it. That is it. Okay, let's find out what the next question is with a tarot deck that I'm never going to give away. I'm never going to get rid of this one. I'm telling you, okay, if you want to know what deck will never leave my collection, never, ever will it leave my collection, it is going to be this deck right here, which a lot of you have, which Aquarian Sunrise actually has in the mail today. Aquarian Sunrise has it in the mail. It is called the Waterfall Tarot. And the reason I can't make it leave my collection is because I made it. I mean, this is $19, okay? This is $19 on my Etsy. You can't get a tarot card for 19 bucks, okay? Go on Amazon and try to find something that this is this nice for $19. Ain't gonna happen. But I'm selling you this for $19 because I ordered way, way too many. And they're all sitting around here, and I need to reduce stock a little bit, so I'd love to give you one right now. You just send over there. I actually send it out today. I mean, tonight. If you order tonight, it ships tonight anyway. All right, let's see what's going on. Will Austin see Austin again? It's going to be a while. You're going to see Austin again, but it feels like that you can see Austin again at a time that you don't like, or at a time that Austin doesn't like. It's like, it's a weird interaction. It's like an interaction where unexpected things happen, or something like that. The Page of Wands. I'm going to see him again. Sure, let's see Austin again. This is going to be something that's going to be okay, but there's a disappointment about that. It's like when we meet up again, we have maybe a fight, or we have some things that just didn't go right, or just weren't in that level that we were too excited about. Eight of Swords says this is a situation where I don't really want to see Austin after this. So I do think you'll see Austin again. That is a thumbs up. I don't think you'll see Austin after that. I think you're going to be done with Austin after that interaction. Something challenging that goes on there with Austin when they sort of come back, and you're going to be like, oh, I don't know. Well, maybe we just found the reason why, right? Is Austin jealous about me seeing Eli? Is Austin super jealous? Is Austin all jelly all about that? Maybe. Are they jelly? Two of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Not really. Not really. I think Austin's kind of checked out. Austin's like taking the CBD oil or something. They're really checked out. Something's going on here with Austin as far as it's concerned. It's like Austin has a little bit of a I don't care attitude a lot of times here. The Seven of Pentacles. I mean, they know that, that they're kind of in there and out of there. And if they're not up in there, I mean, once you get away from somebody, once you leave somebody, you can't really expect them to obey what you're doing or be sort of this pure person, or you know what I'm saying? Like, people got to move on, and I think they understand that. They're kind of in a mode where they don't want to know about it. They don't really want to see it. They had their chance, kind of thing. It's like they will come back, but this is something where they just don't want to deal with it. They're not jealous. In other words, they're like, oh my God, I need to call HK right now and get the relationship back on track. They're more of I don't really want to deal with that. So that's what they feel. Anyway, let's find out what else is going on with that. YouTube user, what is my opinion of my hard working so far? Well, YouTube user, you've had nothing but good times. Nothing but good times over here. Strength, welcome to the stream. How you been doing? Been a couple of days, Strength. It's good to see you back. As always, it's good to see you back. All right. How do they like it? They like it. Is somebody else talking? They like it. I mean, they like it. The Six of Wands, overall, they like your work so far. They really do. They like your work so far. I think you're outperforming people, and they understand that. They see that, and they know that situation is going to be positive. That situation is going to be something that if you keep it up, they're really going to be kind of excited about. I'm just telling you now, they're going to be kind of excited about this if you keep up the work that you are doing. It's what I think. A little bit excited if you keep up the work that you're doing here, okay? Six of Wands, the Lord of Victory. You're defeating the competition, and actually I think people will end up leaving because they know they can't compete with you. I mean, that's a broad statement. That's a bold statement, but I'm going to say it again. I think people will leave because they know they can't compete with you in some respects. So you just got it going on. You just have it going on. When you're talking competitive environment, if you're the star of the show, sometimes you'll be like, this ain't worth it. I'm going to go somewhere else. All right. Anyway, see what's going on. Boo Boo wants a weekend reading. Boo Boo, you're going to have a good weekend. I know that already. What is going on with that? It is time to get out. It's warming up. The sun's out. You got some good stuff this week. It's time to get out and go. It's time to get out and move. There are some things that you had planned this weekend that I think are going to be a little bit retracted or not as good, not as sort of focused as they needed to be. I think the Fool says it is time to take that adventure. It is time to see what is next, because what is next is going to be kind of focused on you. Okay, you do have a getting out mode. Don't accept everything that you're being offered, and I would definitely sort of not plan anything that you can't finish this weekend. This is something where you're going to get pulled into some adventures or some emergencies when we get back that you got to kind of be ready for. Anyway, Samantha and Strength, thank you for your donations. We also got a Boo Boo reading about what does M feel for me. Does M like me or does M not like me? Then we got Sarah on what is next. What is next? You are next. That's what I'm talking about. DC, thank you for your donation. And Samantha, thank you for your donation. And how are you doing tonight, Samantha? All right. Let's see what else is going on over here. Oh man, I think we're in the mode. I think we're in the mode of M, that M's ready for you. M is ready for you. I think M's ready for something good with you right now. All right. I think M's been a little bit checked out. M's been in another world, another zone, but I think they're coming around. The Emperor into this. They feel like that there is something drawing them towards you, drawing them in your direction. I think that's something that they want to get involved in. Definitely with that, the Emperor is such a powerful card here. It says, I do want to take some action. I want to see what's going on. I want to kind of see where we're going next, right? I want to kind of see where we're going next. So yeah, I think they are drawn towards you. Lit, welcome. Thank you for your donation. But yeah, this is something nice. It has a potential to be something nice. You got to take it slow. This is a slow-moving vehicle, absolutely. But I think M has some interest. I think there's a level of interest that is there indeed. We can keep using the Thoth, by the way. We can use the Thoth. Lit, you did it perfectly, Samantha. Thank you for your other donation. We got a Jamie Lee double shot. We're using Thoth for this. How will M feel if I text him on his birthday tomorrow? It's this M's birthday tomorrow? Look at that.
Happy birthday!
But how will they feel? You're going to get the text out. You're going to get it out. You're going to get it done. And you're going to figure out what is next, right? You're going to figure out what is going on with that. Jamie, let's get that done. And then Sarah is next with what is next. Okay, because I messed up, Sarah. I clicked the wrong one. So we'll do one Jamie. We'll do you. We'll come back to Jamie. All right. If they text tomorrow on their birthday, they'd love it. Now, okay, Jamie, they take it to be that you're interested. They take it to be a little bit more serious than what you do. Even though it's a happy birthday, they take it a little bit. They take it a little bit more seriously than what you had expected. The love card straight in the middle, a little bit of a conflict, a little bit of a strife afterwards, but there is some emotional context here. They feel like you're really emotional. They feel like that you really like them because of this. So, I mean, if you're not willing to sort of sign that check, you may not want to text. All right, you may want to do it like, oops, I forgot about that. Okay, but I'm just saying about M. Anyway, Sarah, what is next? You're next. Finally, I know Sarah's been waiting like a year. Sarah's like, you're telling the story. You tell all these happy stories, and it's always story time, but you never get my reading. Oh, my God. ZOMG. My God. All right, what is next? King of Swords. Fighting, defeat. There's some conflict of brewing. There is some conflict of brewing up in here. That's what I'm saying. There is some conflict of brewing. How are you going to react to it? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? I think it actually turns out better for you than if the conflict wasn't there. So there's a conflict of brewing. After this is done, after this is said and completed, it feels like that you have a you have a better chance of success than you did before it. It's like something needs to get thrown down on the table with a throwdown and not a tarot throwdown. Not a tarot throwdown at all. The Ace of Pentacles says there's something revealed during this. A lot of times when we get emotional, we say things. A lot of times when we get sort of out there, we say things. And there is some things brewing, needs to get thrown on the table. Once it's there, this could be work, maybe for the Pentacles, could be something with friends, maybe a potential relationship, maybe an ex. Something just gets tossed on the table. All the cards get thrown down, and at the end of it, there is some revelation. There is a better tomorrow because of that. Something's brewing, something is sort of there, and you can't ignore it. We have to get it. We have to do a definite toss down from this and see where it takes us, because something has been brewing for too long at this point. That is what is next. Jamie, is E flirting or chatting it up with other girls too? Oh my. Oh my, clumsy clairvoyance. Thank you for your donation. All right. I mean, are they hitting it? Are they hitting it and quitting it with everybody else? Well, we can't read reversed. You can't read reversed with a Thoth. It's what's next to it that counts. No, I don't think so. No. Flirting, chatting, I don't really think so. I think they look around, but I think that they've had a degree of failure. I think they've had a degree of failure with some other people, and they're kind of like, I'm going to focus on this and do other things. It seems like they're too busy for that crap now. It really seems like they're in a point where, hey, maybe that worked a few years ago, but now I'm just too busy with all of that. Anyway, it feels like that's not a good opportunity for them. So I'm going to say no. We're going with a thumbs down on hitting it up with the other people. Leona is finally up. Leona, thank you again for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. I'm from the South, so I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right. Will the relationship trouble subside this month? Ooh, I mean, this month, it's, we just started, so maybe the relationship troubles are going to chill out. Maybe they're going to calm down a little bit. Maybe are they going to chill out to 5 swords, 7 swords, and just, I think so. Okay. The relationship troubles have been around longer than you think. I mean, you do have that level of sort of that rain cloud over this. There is the relationship troubles are here. They've been here. And this is something that you have to deal with head on. Head on, deal with it. The 7 of Swords, okay? There are some secrets. There are some things that are in here. There are some things in this box that needs to be revealed. The Judgment, Rebirth, Reincarnation says we need to sort of pop out, right? We need to pop these things out. We need to reveal these things. We need to bring them to the surface. Because I think if you don't address the issues directly and you kind of address so in other words, like if you break your leg and your leg hurts or what, the leg pain is not the root problem. The root problem is that you broke the leg kind of thing, right? The Judgment card. You need to bring the things to the surface and figure out what is the true issue here. Because the 5 of Swords says we have more conflicts waiting if we don't. There are secrets here. We need to find out what the root problem is. Is it jealousy? Is it that they need more attention than they're getting? You need to figure out what is the root issue and address that immediately, and it can get better. But yeah, if you just maybe if they need more attention, for example. So maybe they'll throw a little bit of a tantrum when you give attention to somebody else or something like that. Well, them throwing the tantrum, treating that's not the root issue. The root issue is they're a little bit jealous or they're a little bit need more attention. So you just got to get to the root, find out what that is, and address it. I think you're skirting around the issue. You're going to all these auxiliary hints and symptoms, and they're not really getting down to where you need to be. Anyway, Aquarian Sunrise, will it be able to keep Bella? I don't know what Bella is, but hopefully you'll be able to keep a Bella. Keep a Bella, maybe a portobello mushroom. I don't know. Keeping a portobello mushroom, not sure. Alex and NBC, thank you for your donations. Can we keep it? Can we? The 4 of Cups says yes. 8 of Pentacles, you do have Aquarius. You do have some work to do. You do have some work to do to keep Bella online. You do have that. But the 3 of Cups, the celebration, the interest, the thing with that, the 8 of the Swords, keeping them within, keeping them contained, and the 4 of Cups, offering what you really don't need. There is a lot of pieces to this, but I think you're able to keep them. Yes or no question, pretty easy here. Pretty easy with the celebration. A little bit of work involved, but overall, we're able to hand out. To Bella. Bella is still there. Bella is going to stay there. We are able to keep it. Or whatever Bella is, we're able to keep Bella. And I like that. It's always good to keep everything around. IT guy, wonder what the card says. Should I focus on work-wise? Bored like crazy, not doing a damn thing at work. I mean, maybe you should get a job where you're doing something. Because maybe you should do a job where you have a lot of where you're busy. In IT, being bored is usually not good. Two things in IT that you don't want. Let me tell you this, 2 things in IT that you don't want. This is from 30 years of doing IT. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. The 2 things you don't want in IT. Number 1, you don't want to be hugely bored with no work and everybody around you know it, because then you are expendable. So if I need to lay somebody off, the person that's sitting over there bored and they're letting everybody know, chances are they're going to be the first to go. Second thing you don't want in IT is to need help from somebody else to do your job. If you need help occasionally because you're in some, maybe you're starting something new, right? New project, new technology, and so knows how to get all the tickets open to, But if you needed daily help to do basic shit at your job, that's a problem. That's a big problem, and you are also going to get shit canned. All right. Now let's see. Focus. What should I focus on at work? And we are bored. We're not doing anything. The world says expand your focus. Expand your skills, expand your focus. Downtime, right? In the words of fast food, if you got time to lean, you got time to clean. The same thing with IT. The world says expand your universe. Get some skills in. Get some certs. See if we can take a class on their dime. The world says let's expand our stuff. Let's move around. Let's get some more stuff done and expand that. So now we're very valuable because we not only have this, but we have this and we have that and we have this, right? So I got 30 certifications. So, I mean, that is it. That is it. Anyway, Six of Swords. It does say that start something that's going to be a long journey, right? Start a big project. Start something that's going to be good. Start looking around for what is a conflict. What is the Five of Wands, the Lord of Strife? What kind of things are around you that are causing fire, that are a big waste of time? Come up with innovations to make those easier. Code up some innovations to make them easier. And I think people will appreciate that and people will come to you basically. The Lover says, I mean, start making some good friends up. Make some friends, have some networking contacts. It will contact you and tell you if something's up or something's going on in the meantime and whatnot. The networking friends are also good for looking for other jobs. If somebody leaves, they're like, yo, IT guy, I know I left the company last week, but I found something that's perfect for you. You're like, you did? I love it. Let me know all about it. So, that's it. Anyway, that is my advice for you based upon the tarot cards. Jen, how many more relationships before I find the guy? You just want a number. Okay, Jen, I'll give you just a number. How many more relationships? Oh, man. That reminds me of the Seinfeld episode where Elaine has a Subway sandwiches, right? Subway sandwiches, and she hates Subway sandwiches, and basically every time she goes, they'll punch a card. You get a free Subway sandwich after like 7 or whatever. Anyway, so Jerry was like, "Why do you keep going back and eating these sandwiches if you hate them?" She was like, "I want to finish punching the card so I can get my free sandwich." That kind of reminds me of your question. It kind of reminds me of your question. How many more sandwiches do you have to eat that you don't like? No pun intended. Before you get to the meat of the situation. 9 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. I mean, I think you got 3 to go. I just think you have 3 to go. That Knight, that intervening, the Knight of Swords does speed things up a little bit. So you're not looking between 8 and 9. I think you're looking at 3. So how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Jen, you may have to lick 3 more is what I'm saying. You may have to lick 3 more, Jen. I mean, you gotta get to the Tootsie Pop, I guess.
Everybody loves the D.
But Jen, thank you for the question. I greatly appreciate it. That's the funniest question I've had this week. I gotta say, Mikaboo, welcome. How you doing? A strength, wasn't it? Will air conditioner contact me anytime soon? I mean, you're going to need some air conditioning soon. It's warming up. All right. I'm just telling you, it's warming up. You're going to need that air conditioner soon. If we're going to have an air conditioner, it's going to be with the what? Ooh, I just popped. You see that? Ooh, Andrew, that was a magic trick. You see that? Watch this. Watch this, Andrew. Wait. Look at that. Look at that. That's a great magic trick. You see that? I would like remote controlled and pop the box open. Okay. Anyway, the Wonder World Tarot, it's a push kitty deck. I should just go ahead and link all of these. I should go ahead and link all of these in the description. Jessica, you are next with your 3rd donation. All right. We have E and now D, responsibility. We can figure that out. All right. For now, strength. Will air conditioning contact me soon? 8 of Wands, the Fool, and Ace of Coins. Absolutely. You are looking at it pretty soon. I think you're looking at pretty soon. The thumbs up in there. You're looking at pretty soon. You got the 8 of Wands. It is a movement card. It's a rapid movement card. You got the Fool, getting the adventure, moving out there, getting that, sort of pushing it out there. It's going to be big. And the Ace of Coins, the opportunity that sits within. Strength, yes, yes, and yes. This is fantastic. This is amazing, and I like it. I like it indeed. Okay. So we're going to stick with the Wonder World Tarot for JT wants to know, will D be, okay, will D be held, will D be held responsible? Okay, will D be held? So we had E. It looked like E skated the responsibilities. And E does not have any responsibilities, but will D be held responsible? Everybody does love the D. Yes, D will be. The D's concerned right now. D's in a mode where they are a little bit concerned. That Nine of Swords, they are kind of like, oh man, I don't know. I don't really know if I should. I mean, I don't know what's going on at this point. I mean, you know, Nine of Swords, they are worried. They are concerned about this because I do think they will be held responsible. Ace of Wands being in a suit of armor. They're being defensive. They're being like, what is next? Something's coming up. That is a thumbs up. E looks like they skirted the level of responsibility that they needed, but D is going to take a hit. D is going to take a hit. Sukani, welcome. Sukina, welcome. How you doing? All right, we got a double Samantha shot up in here. Then DC. All right, the double Samantha shot. Samantha wants to know Alyssa's feelings towards me at this moment. At this moment, what is Alyssa? Does Alyssa like me right now? Is Alyssa all right on this thing? We're going to use the best deck that we have. Well, not really. We're going to use the tarot of the Bumblebee. Who was that person that came in and they named it after themselves? It was a Bumblebee, wasn't it? There was somebody's name, Bumblebee. I need to change my rules. I think I need to change my rules from randomly to, you got to donate. I mean, I think I need to change the rules. I don't know. Oh man, but I don't want to. I don't want to, because sometimes you start the stream and there's nobody here, or you start the stream early or be at a weird time and you want to do some readings, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Anyway, Alyssa's feelings for me at this moment. Ace of Cups, Seven of Wands. They have issues. They have feelings for you still. We've done this, but Ace of Cups, they still have a little bit of feelings. They still have a little bit of things going on. King of Swords, though, their personality is just pushing them away. The personality is just pushing them outside, pushing them away. Goddess Love, what a nice name. A nice name. Goddess Love. I like that name. Goddess Love. Welcome to the channel. How you doing? Good to see you. All right. Anyway, let's go. I was distracted by such a great name. Anyway, the personality stops them from being intimate. The personality stops them from doing anything. They have Seven of Wands. They're being a little bit defensive now. They're a little bit defensive as it goes. Ace of Cups says there's a little hint of something, but the personality just removes the chance of them ever showing it. Is that girl still in my apartment? I was renting out to her. Does she finally leave? Let's find out. Lit, you are after DC. You're 2 away. Lit. In case you're new to the stream, by the way, this place is busy. This is the busiest tarot stream you'll probably ever encounter. I mean, this is, sometimes we get 65 donations in one night. The day before yesterday, we got a donation every 50 seconds. So it's one of those streams that's always busy. Welcome, by the way, to the Tarot Oracle Show.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
I guess on the interesting news that we are ending soon, by the way. We're wrapping it up. So we got JT's readings. I think we're caught up on. Let's look at PayPal. Let's see. You've got a money request from Jamie. Jamie, I'm not going to send you any money. I think you hit the wrong button. Jamie, thank you for your donation try, I guess. You hit the wrong button. You hit request money instead of send money. So sorry. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that one. If you want to still send some money, let me know. I'll get you a reading. I appreciate your attention. Yogi, what's going on? How you doing? Yogi recognizes this. Yogi's been around. Anyway, is that girl still there, or did she leave yet? Herman says she left. Just saying that she's a pain in the butt. Samantha, I just think that she's a pain in the butt. This person is a pain in the butt. They're difficult to get out of there. The Ten of Cups, they're going to hang out as long as they can. The Hermit is about traveling to a new location. The Hermit is about finding some place safely. The Devil kind of screws this reading up. Samantha, you need another card, okay? Because this could go either way. The Hermit could be that they're staying, the Ten of Cups, happy home, happy family. They're refusing to leave. And the Devil, they're going to cause as many problems as they can. One more card. I need one more card here. And this is going to be the tiebreaker. Because that could go either way. Really could go either way. What are we going to get? A King of Wands, a movement card, an exciting card, kind of there. You're looking at the King of Wands as sort of taking power, taking control. I think they're leaving. I think they're leaving. I think they're out. I think they're out, but man, that could go either way. That was a really weird one. It was. DC is next. Can I ask what money in a regular job, where I make money in a regular job now? Queenie, thank you for your donation. Can I ask what field where I can make, what field can you go? I think the question is what field can you go into to make more money? Is that what the question is? I'm not really sure with that. We'll try some Gregory Scott Tarot. I think that's going to be a good one for this. Gregory Scott Tarot is going to be pretty on target for that kind of thing. And Lit, you are after that. So there you go. All right. I mean, you're looking at the Chariot, Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. You're definitely going to have to travel out and move around. This is not something where you're going to stay in your comfort zone. You have to be a little more open-minded. You have to be a little more out there to get this. The Chariot said there's some movement involved before you're going to be able to find something for more money. There's going to be basically maybe move to a new location. There's going to be maybe more of a commute, maybe an expansion of your sort of your radius that you're looking at a job. Now, the Pentacles says there's money to be made out there. It's a matter of hooking it in and finding it and getting to where you need to be on that. Six of Swords also says making a little bit more money is going to be something that takes some time. It's not something where you're going to get a job tomorrow. You're going to make double your salary. Making more money is sort of getting into a better position, expanding your radius for the jobs and finding something that's going to be a little bit outside of your specialty or your comfort zone, right? So if you're an application developer and you're doing .NET, for example, maybe you want to try Angular or something like that. Anyway, that is sort of there. Lit has 2 donations. We'll do both of them at the same time. Why not? Why not? Lit, I don't know what your second question is. There you go. Extra insight, perhaps. Oh, Lit, thank you for the double. The double for the extras. There you go. I appreciate you. All right. Love energies between Tristan and I. Let's find out, Lit, what is going on with Tristan. Is Tristan going to be right for you? Is Tristan right? I mean, maybe. We do have a love tarot deck. I mean, this is the modern love tarot. We can do that. I like it. Lit, thank you so much for the little bonus cashola there. I appreciate you, as we say in the South. Okay. All right. If I ever move from the South, I don't know what's going to happen. When I did live in Sweden for a little bit, the people there liked me because of my accent. I got to say that. The people liked me because I had a weird accent. They're like, what is that accent? Anyway. All right. I mean, you're looking at what are the love energies between Tristan and I. They're pretty solid. All right. You got the Star. You got the Two of Cups. It feels like a lot of things just work between you and Tristan. A lot of stuff does work, okay? Something's going on with Tristan, though. Why is Lit, you need to be honest with me here. It's only you and me in the chat. You can tell me. Is Tristan have some issues with this thing? Is Tristan have a little bit of a hesitation or a little bit of a pushing back or a little bit of something's going on with Tristan right now. You got the 5 of, it feels like that there is either some children involved here or there's a little bit of immaturity involved here or maybe somebody else or in other words, there's between the Two of Cups and the Star, there is a little bit of a dent in the armor, as they say. The Temperance, you got a bunch of kids all over the place in here. Either some immaturity or something else going on, or some family interference, or something going on with that. There's definitely something here that it needs to be addressed. Temperance says that y'all merge well, y'all blend well. I think that's going to be the big thing. Two of Cups, love. It says there's a lot of love energy. Good. Star with the Two of Cups is rock solid for any potential relationship, anything that you're going to get going with that. But the Five of Swords, there's something interfering this. There's something that's wedged in between here that needs to be addressed before we sort of go forward. Overall, the energies look great. The energies look great. If you can nail this down, if you can nail it down, get it to where you need it to be, I think that this will be a fantastic thing. It's just a matter of roping them in maybe and getting all that stuff done. Meekaboo, thank you for your donation. All right. Clumsy Clairvoyance is a CV. Thank you for your donation. All right. Clumsy Clairvoyance. How should I handle glory? I don't know. How should you handle glory? Let's find out with this same deck. We use this deck for a couple of these. It's so popular, man. It is so popular. How should I handle glory? I think you should handle it by making them your partner, making them your friend, making glory part of you, making glory part of you, part of your world, part of your adventure. The Ten of Pentacles, we're getting everybody together. We're making everybody feel at home. We're making this happen. The Nine of Swords, since you're hesitant to do that, though, for some reason, it feels like the Nine of Swords is like, I'm hesitant, I'm concerned. You have worries, you have concerns about handling this situation, but the concerns, I think, are very easily resolved with the Ten of Pentacles. Roping them in, getting them a part of the family, getting them in and sort of making them comfortable. I think that solves a lot of stuff here. It solves a lot of stuff. And all the worries are not very significant once you can get this happening, once you can get this moving. I think it's going to be all right. At least that is what the tarot always says about that. Alex has a question. Alex, thank you so much for your donation. Alex wants to know something. What do they want to know? How does the Gemini feel about me? We can still use a love deck because it's still a love. A lot of love questions tonight. A lot. I mean, Alex, a lot of love questions tonight. Get some love balloons. Let's find out what they're finding out about the Gemini feels about me. Five of Cups and the Hanged Man. Alex, I would hang it up. I mean, Alex, there is a little bit of a disconnect here. A bit of a disconnect, and I think the disconnect is not going to be able to be resolved. Does look like something that this doesn't look like something that needs to be kind of addressed. It needs to be addressed. It looks very challenging. The Five of Cups, the Lord of sort of the disappointment feel in here. The Hanged Man, sort of the disconnected feel in here. The phone being out of their hand, either ignoring or gonna ignore. Some ghosting involved. Some things happening. Basically, I would just say dodge it. I would say dodge this if you can, Alex. Dodge it if you can and move on to something else. But of course, entertainment purposes only. Never chase somebody based upon a fat man. Reading your cards on the internet. MBC has a question, and I'm not sure why not. It's not appearing in my happy chat. MBC, I did not do you. I know I didn't. I know that I did not do you. No pun intended. I'm an NBC. Not like that. Not like that. All right. NBC wants to know, is W offering me what I want? Are they offering me anything that I need or what I want at a minimum? Let's use a tarot of the curious creatures. It is here and it is magnificent. They're real and they're magnificent. Speaking of a Seinfeld, now is W offering me what I want? Or is this something that's going to be a big old waste of my time? I don't know. Let's see what's going on. Queen of Cups, Justice, and the Moon. I'm going to say yes. This is kind of what you need more than what you want. I mean, I'm sorry. This is kind of what you need more than what you want. At the end of the day, I got to be honest with you. The Queen of Cups. This is something that maybe W is more passionate about than you are. The W is more passionate about than you are. Justice card. I think it's something that you can get into. The Moon said this is something that we can sort of be in there. We can be sort of sympathetic with. We can be sort of connected with this. The Queen of Cups, though, says W is more of a wanting, more of the offering, something that they're passionate about, that they want than you want, but it is something that you could need. I mean, you do have two big majors here that are sort of a balancing aspect, that are sort of go out out and get that adventure. Go out and make that done. This will balance things out. So I would go ahead and do it. I mean, I think I would go ahead and do it, but just realize that W has a lot more on the line than you do. You know, a lot more on the line than maybe you do. YouTube user, we're coming back to your triple shot at the very end. Will Jay reach out to me? Will Jay reach out? Let's find out. Let's keep using this deck and see what's going on with that. Anahi, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. Paula, you're never late. Paula, you're always on time. You are always on time. Good to see you every day. I appreciate you. All right. I mean, you're looking at, will Jay reach out at this point? By the way, donations are closed. We're wrapping up the existing readings tonight. All right. Let's see what's going on. 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands, and the Devil. I'm going to go with no. This is a whole lot of no as far as reaching out. We got a couple of negative readings tonight. This appears to be in that category. You do have the 3 of Swords, just this. The heartbreak, just cutting action, things just not working, things not functioning. The Devil, Jay seems to be more of in a power or in a command here than you are, definitely with this. The 3 of Wands, Jay's looking into something else. Jay's looking into a different direction. This is not something that they're interested in, not something that they're going to communicate. 3 of Swords and a Devil combo just doesn't look good, especially with the 3 of Wands. Like, I'm already moved on. I'm already looking in a different direction. I'm already kind of going into something else. But yeah, that's it. Migaboo, I just think no. I don't think Jay is going to reach out. They've moved on. It looked like CV. How's my significant other been for a relationship? He's finally ready to commit to me more. Okay, so we have a significant other. We have a nice little relationship. Are they willing to commit? Are we willing to sort of move into that zone? Let's go with a nice deck. Let's go with a fun deck tonight. We're going with the Mons Tarot. I do have the Mons Tarot version 2. The Mons Tarot version 2. Well, not version 2. This is actually the version 2, but this is the Cosmo Beings Tarot. Somebody made a comment on the Cosmo Beings Tarot, and they said, "Yo, I don't like you commenting about the cards." And I'm like, huh? You don't like me commenting? Queenie, I didn't skip you. You are next. I'm like, huh? I don't like you. They said, I don't like you commenting on the cards. I wish you would just show the cards and not comment on that. And I'm thinking, I don't know, should I reply? And so I went ahead and replied, and I said, you know, it's my channel. If I want to comment on the cards, I'm going to comment on the cards. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but what do you want me to do? You want me to just put the cards out there and go, interesting. Look at this one. Look at that one. Look at this one. Look at that. I'm not going to do. Why would I do that? That's not something I'm going to do. If I see something interesting in the card, I'm going to mention it or something like that. I don't know. I'm just going to be like, and I said, hey, I'm going to do what I do, my channel, but anyway, so there you go. All right. The Star, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Okay. How is the significant other about relationship? They're finally ready to commit to me more. This is a big, big thing for you. This is a big thing, and I think this is going to be a fantastic workaround for you. I think this is going to be something where you're going to be very happy. The Star is about following the connection. The Star is about getting everything to where we need it to be. The King of Cups is about getting the emotions out there, getting everything in there, making that stability, right? As Sarah pointed out, the King of Cups is about maybe stability within the water. You do have a Star. You do have a Knight of Wands. This is a positive thing. It is going to be rock solid. It's going to be a lot better. It's going to be a lot more stable within the context of sort of the voluptuous movement of the water, as they say. The Knight of Wands. So this is something we can look forward to. We can go in, get it done. The fiery aspect with that Knight. This is something we're both willing to pursue. So absolutely, yes, I think the significant other is going to be right there on your side. 120%. 100 and maybe 25%. I don't know. We got Queenie and then a bunch of YouTube users, and we are out of here. Okay, Queenie wants to know current feelings towards me from Avery. There has been no contact. Let's go ahead and use the Mons Tarot version 2 for this one as well. And I want to get the Cosmo Beings Tarot out on the table, and I am going to be excited about that. It's got a lot of cool stuff with it. All right, current feelings, no contact. The Tower, 5 of Wands, and the Sun. I think this is somebody that just needs a little bit of a break. I mean, the no contact is working for them. And I'll be honest with you, I think it's working for you too. Okay, I think it's working for both of you here. The Sun says this is a good situation right now. Either something needs to be calmed down, something needs to be built, something needs to be missed, something needs to be, sort of happen in the sidelines in that activity that's going to be a separation. I think things are happening. This is best for both of you right now. The Sun said this is a positive thing. We're journeying through something that is going to make the situation better. 5 of Wands and the Tower. There is a moment approaching where things will change. Things will change. I think Avery is going to go through an event. I think Avery is going to miss you drastically. I think Avery is going to come back into your life. It's what I think. It's what I think. Bottom line, the 5 of Wands and the Tower. There is something coming that will bring Avery back into the situation. But for right now, for right this moment, it does seem that a separation is going to be the best for everybody. Okay, now we're going to use Andrew's favorite deck. I know Andrew can't type, but hopefully Andrew can appreciate the Little Buddha Tarot action that we're going to get for YouTube user being the last throwdown tonight with the triple shot. All right, Little Buddha Tarot says, how does N view me in terms of a future wife? Let's see if we can get serious with Nelson up over here in the future wife action. 10 of Cups, 5 of Wands, and the World. This is something that has a lot of potential and a lot of possibilities. It just needs logistics. You're getting killed on logistics. Ends out with this person. Ends out with that person. You're just getting killed with logistics right now. If logistics were better, could this work? Could this happen? I think so. 10 of Cups says future wife seems to be off the table for now. We do still have a little bit of conflict that needs to get worked out through that, but the world says there's a world of possibilities in the future. So I do think in the future, you are looking at something to be a little bit better, a lot better information, or a lot better situation around the corner. I haven't heard from friend V. Is she okay? Give me a little bit of insight from this. Is V going to be all right? Is V okay over there in YouTube user land? Let's find out what's going on with that. 2 of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. Actually, I think they're just going through a little bit of a cycle in life to where they just kind of forgot about you. I mean, they just kind of forgot about you. There's a cycle of life where they're just in that mode of other things take priorities. Other things just take priority. 2 of Wands, I have to get my dominion. I have to get it settled. I have to get things fixed, things going. I'm just not prepared right now for a lot of contact with a lot of people, with a lot of old friends. Knight of Swords, right? I'm just not making the connection. I'm not putting forth all of this stuff. It's just not happening. It is just not happening right now. I think it's just a level of, they're busy. They're busy. They have other things to attend to. In the last reading of the night, how does A feel about me? And then we are out of here. We are out of here for this evening. We are going to go take a shower and eat a banana or eat a salad. There you go. Eat a salad. We're going to go take a shower and eat a salad. Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. This is somebody that they are coming back, but not immediately. 8 of Wands, right? 8 of Wands. They're feeling a little bit disconnected from almost everything right now. They're going through a weird place in their life. Knight of Pentacles, so they're trying to find stability. They're reaching for the stability thing. They're just not getting it. They're just not finding it. And they're looking for stability within other people. They're just looking for stability within other people right now, which usually is challenging. It's usually where they're coming in with demands at that point. Like, you need to make me happy. You need to be this. I think they're in that mode, and you really don't want to be in there when they're on that. Overall, I think they still like it. The Knight of Pentacles, they like the journey they had with you. The Knight of Pentacles is enjoying the journey that we had, is enjoying the life that we had together. I think they still like that. It's just a matter of hunting down, and the inconsistency is always there. Anyway, that is it for me, and I will be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We'll see you then.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious. Idiots thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind.